You are live. Yes, I am. I am. Confirming that I'm live. Hello everyone, welcome to the stream. If it's your first time, welcome there. Make yourself at home. It's gonna be fun. If it's not your first time, welcome back. Happy to be with you today. I hope everybody's doing great. Hello Socrates, Rob, Luis, sorry if I'm mispronouncing this one, it's a tough one. Harkan Wal Ethan. Hello Emo. Hello Luis. Hello everyone. Hope you're all doing great. So today I've got this crazy plan that I want to try, and this is to do a life-size, like a real-size sketch. So instead of, you know, the boring, you know, the old sketching in a sketchbook, like the tiny sketch, I want to do an actual sketch size, but not really a preparatory drawing, really a sketch. So like, I don't know, like this just preparatory drawing, but I really don't care about that. Like this type, I just want to get an idea of what kind of size I want for the subjects that I'm gonna be included in the painting. So I want to mostly brainstorm sizes, placement, proportions, and I don't care what happens to the drawing. I'm not like, it's going to be very ugly. That's the point of a sketch, and I want to do that in this and just resize mentally, because I really want this, like the size is going to be like my main focus. I want to see it in real life. So I took some old, you know, pieces of cardboard that I had, because I didn't have a painting big enough for this canvas. I'm gonna show you. So just, yeah, cardboard will do. It sucks as a painting surface, but as I said, I don't care about the quality of this result. It's just, I need to figure things out. So I'm in the sketching phase, and I want to have a real size idea of the results. So that's what I'm gonna do today. Oh man, it feels good to be back live streaming. It is so hard to scale. Yeah, indeed. And that's why I want to hold on. Okay, yeah, I've got it. It is so hard to scale, and yeah, that's why I want this thing. Like, it looks ugly, but that's not the point, right? Hello from Stevestone, BC, British Columbia, Canada. Hello, Canada. How cold is it for you guys right now? I'm assuming pretty cold, but is that like... Is that weird of me to think that it's cold in Canada? I hope it is, because like it's winter and it's supposed to be cold. Maybe not in British Columbia, no, I don't know. I'm not aware of the weather here. So, couple announcements and things. First one, really super happy to tell you that. Big announcement. Not for you, mainly for me. Let me readjust my screen there. Hold on. Okay, let's switch to this one. Hello, I'm there. Well, big announcement for me and my family. Look at this. Yay! Yes, we are going to have a baby, my wife and I, a second child. So we don't know if it's a boy or a girl, but we're super happy. Augustin, our first son, is super excited to be a big brother. So we're just so hyped and super happy. So yeah, that's the big announcement. So yeah, maybe around like June. I think it's expected for June 20th, 21st, something like that. So this is going to be the time where we're going to start having a lot of, you know, missed scheduled streams. And yeah, it's going to become chaotic, but that's the beauty of life. So yeah, we're super happy. Thank you very much, everyone. We're just so happy. And yeah, so that's the big news. It's going to change our lives. But yeah, I mean, Augustin is 4 now, and he's just so ready to become a sort of a superhero big brother. So cute. All right. Thank you very much. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, everyone. So nice of you, all of you. All right. Thank you. I'm just so, you know, emotional seeing all of your thank you notes. It's so nice. Okay. All right. Well, we're not gonna just do baby announcements because, I mean, my part of the job is done. I just need to take care of the mother now. So, and just wait. So that's all I have to do right now. So let's switch to the art and let's go for inspiration of the day, which I wanted to do today. Okay, it's here actually. Inspiration of the day. Alright, so that's my audio setup, so that's not the inspiration of the day, that's my music. That's not what I want either. That's what I want! Perspective, that's my inspiration of the day. A little shout out to a great YouTube channel that really super inspiring. So really definitely worth checking out if you want to watch some great art stream content, like art content in general. Outside of watching this stream, of course, because that's your main source for amazing content. But whenever you want to see a little bit more of this art shenanigans, what you can do is check out Perspective, because it's a great YouTube channel. It has lots of documentaries, lots by this guy, Valdemar Januszczak, great narrator, and you also have the Fake or Fortune episodes. And actually now they're starting to make bundles of those, like 3 hours and 50 minutes and almost 1 million views. Wow. But you have some great documentaries on artists. It's mostly content from, I guess, from the BBC, or like, you know, they give it up, like they upload it for free, so you have tons of great art episodes, so really cool to check out. And my second inspiration of the day actually is it's actually My second inspiration of the day is, well, my baby is going to be my inspiration definitely, but this one. So my next painting project is going to be based on this one. This is the conversion of St. Paul by Caravaggio. Of course, you recognize. So I'm kind of loosely, I sort of got this idea of making this into a... I sort of got the idea of making a new painting by watching this one. Doesn't mean that it's going to look like this, but it's kind of the inspiration that sort of motivated me to pick up the brush and start this new project. And what I was really interested in is the idea of the horse. So I went out and looked for other horses. Actually, there's a second version of this one that I can maybe find if you give me some time. But the other one is less, you know, dramatic. I don't know, I wasn't inspired by the other one, even though it's still great. But I'm just gonna check out. There are two versions, because basically I think this one was the first version that Caravaggio produced, and it got refused for some reason. Alright, so I'm checking if I have the second version, the accepted one. Oh, hold on, I don't have it in my file, I have to look it up online. So unprepared. So yeah, what I was saying is I went out and looked for different paintings with horses. Alright, so this is the second version. This one is the other version. See, with a tighter shot, more emphasis on the gesture, apparently more realistic regarding the actual story. And well, this one got accepted, but the first one for some reason was not accepted and was sold to someone else. So that's what I got for this inspiration. And I also have this one. This one, what is it called again? Oh man, I've lost the... You'll probably find this one. There was actually a Fake of Fortune episode on this one, and I don't remember which one this was. Sorry, I'm completely like, there's just image 60C4B97, and I'm completely lost on who created this in the first place. Oh god. Alright, so I don't have the name. So sorry. But basically I wanted to have like a sort of a position like that. So I want to create something not resembling that, but I want to have this sort of twist and turn of the movement of the horse. So that's what I'm gonna attempt today in my real life sketch on this. So this one, let's focus. This was my first attempt at making something. Just random lines all over the place. I wanted to have a figure like that of an old man, but you know, like, doesn't look like anything. I had like basic ideas, floating mannequins, and this is something that I would normally do in my sketchbook, but this idea doesn't work. Like I can't do anything with that. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn it upside down. I hope there's nothing in the back actually, because I'm not sure that I have. I'm not sure that I have a better. Hold on. So I'm gonna turn it upside down and start over with the idea of the horse, because basically what was missing from this first, random attempt is the horse. Maybe I got inspired by painting with Mathieu last time. And I just taped it. It's not professional at all. It's just cardboard, really. Nothing special. Alright, so this side. Well, this side kind of sucks, I have to say. But whatever. It's going to be good enough to... It will just allow me to do just what I want to do. Basically, I want to do a real size sketch. Because these are my small size. You don't see much actually because it's too white. I'm gonna fix that if you give me 1 minute. Ooh. I need to get a lot darker. This is the problem with white with video cameras. Okay. Yes, thank you, Sir Edwin Lancaster. Thank you very much. So the second horsey scene was so my inspiration of the day was Sir Edwin Lancaster. So officially is going to be counting as our main inspiration of the day, as you'll see. I want to have a horse that's kind of shaped like that. It's not my main subject because there's still going to be the old man. But at the moment, like the plan for today is just to focus on this horsey here. So I'm choosing this one. I'm going to do a real sketch for this one. See how much space this version actually takes. And yeah, other than that, well, let's just go for it. So how is everybody doing? Tell me. What are you all up to today? Okay. About to start a portrait while your still life is drying for details. Nice. Yeah, it's a great technique actually to let the painting dry and then just
add the sharp details like that. You finished your first drawing with a dip pen. Dip pen is not easy. Definitely not easy. Drawing some digital art alongside. Nice! Roaring Spark. I wasn't expecting Christmas to sneak up on me so fast. Yeah, it's crazy how it does. Like, I wasn't expecting my son to be 4 so fast, so soon. But yeah, you know, it's crazy like that. Let me know about the sound, because I have some new settings and I noticed that every time I pick up some, like, it creates some very annoying sounds. So I don't want to make it too disturbing. It's like almost clipping. Maybe I'm too compressed. Okay, maybe like that. Let me know about the sound. Okay. So I'm gonna do what I do in most of my sketchbooks, which is put the lines for the center line here. Is this one in the center? I'm gonna double check.
Sorry, I lost my sound. Yeah, I think this one is kind of
it should be good. Yeah, well, I just need it in my ruler just to be sure. 36, 38. Yeah, it's not exactly, so it's 37.5. So this is actually here. The median line is here. There was this crease, it was almost perfect for that, but it's not. Alright, so here, these lines are not really key in the composition. Normally not a lot is happening on those. So it doesn't really need a specific it doesn't really have a huge use for the composition. What really matters more is the thirds. Maybe I can give you this trick if you want. To find the sort of the cross section of the thirds, you can draw a star shape like that, like a triangle shape like that. Basically you trace all this, but I don't need to trace it all to find it. And then, which one is it again? Hold on. So this would be approximately the third, technically. No. Would be here. So yeah, I think it's that. Yeah. It's funny, I had like this brain bug because in a square it looks different. So basically you trace the diagonals, the normal diagonals, and you trace one from the median line to one of the corners. So you get your focus points here, here, and start again. It's not that, it's like that. Very basic. It's not really all that accuracy this much. So in this case, it's not a problem. When I take this big sketch and make it look proper, then I'm gonna make sure that the lines are all good and in the right position. For this, I can get something very basic like that. And this would approximately give me a compositional guide. This composition guide it's kind of cool because I find that using these lines are these points here as sort of a guideline for placing your most important elements or movement it's kind of it really works well. Thank you, Emil. I'm sure you'll be. It's not really hard. Alright, so this is my sketch. Let's put my sketch here actually. It's cardboard. Because I'm doing a sketch on cardboard. And it sucks. Technically, it's the worst type of surface you can choose. But it's free. And I didn't like getting paper as big as this is expensive. So, like, this is an actual big version of my sketchbook. And yeah, I don't have anything this size, believe it or not, in my studio, not in paper. So, gotta do with that. Alright, so how big do I want this horse to be? Like, probably the face here will be reaching one of these points. That's not something that I recommend though. I recommend that if you have some actual paper, do things more seriously. But don't let... That's one of the key takeaways here. Don't let material issues stop you from trying out. Like this is not, like this is something, I'm gonna put this in the trash when I'm done. I'm gonna keep it for the duration of the painting, but when I'm done, I'm pretty much sure that this is going to all be in the trash. So I've got absolutely no problem mistreating this. So my horsey here, what's really what really changes everything, I have to say, is the real size feeling that you don't get that in a tiny sketchbook like that. And it's kind of irreplaceable. Like normally this type of big size preparatory drawing is done when you already have something in your sketchbook and you upscale it, and then it's supposed to be done so that you can trace it, transfer on your canvas. My canvas is just below. That's the idea, at least in most cases. In my case, it's the sketch is not done. I'm doing the sketch real size. When I'm figuring it out, I'm probably going to put it in the sketchbook, even though it's not necessary. So basically I just have shapes. Well, I do have this initial idea here, but you know. That's great for, you know, the energy lines, something that you don't get in your tiny sketchbook, because you really get to apply this pressure here. And that's cool because the cardboard is not made for charcoal, so it's very erasable, very, you know, very fluid. Almost feels like paint, to be honest. Edwin Landseer. Okay, let's correct that. It sounded similar actually, so I trusted you on this one. I made a mistake. I think the artist was Edwin Landseer. And yeah, normally I know all about the art history that I talk about, but this one I didn't have, so I stand corrected. What I would do is probably put something in the description saying, hey, made a mistake, it's actually not what I told you. Okay, so my initial idea goes a little bit below. I really want to have this massive horse taking this huge chunk of the frame, and technically it would make my characters like just basing this like head size would be somewhere like here. I'm gonna check if it's And I have to figure out how to draw a saddle, because don't know how. I think I've ridden a horse once in my life. Hey, no problem, Timo. I'm glad. I'm glad art is solving problems for you. And I'm glad that art helps you. And I'm glad that what I do for art helps you as well, so that's cool. Art really works like meditation. Yeah, pretty much. Well, yeah. Alex, do I have advice on drawing on large paper? Yeah, charcoal is your best friend if you want to draw on large paper. Let's say it like that. Let's say it like that. The smaller the lines, and for example, graphite, silver point, the longer it takes to fill up an entire surface, and the bigger, wider, and more fluid and loose, the faster it is. Charcoal is faster, but it's not even as fast as painting. You can paint much faster that you can draw, because with paint, like, you can just take a very big brush and cover a very large area in no time, whereas with charcoal you still have a lot of this to do, so it does take some time. However, with charcoal you also have the ability to do something like that. Actually, I could maybe have fun with this. It's just going to be messy, but I can have... Well, actually, I'm gonna try this because I think it's going to be fun, and kind of going nowhere with this, I'm gonna splatter charcoal dust on this and see what I can do with the brush. But I need to remove all the stuff below because it's going to fall down. Like, this is not charcoal paper, but I'm gonna have fun today. It's going to be a fun stream. And yeah, I'm not gonna let myself be intimidated by such a silly thing as charcoal. So this is what you collect: charcoal dust. And basically, after that, you can just see, on actual good charcoal paper, you can technically it retains the charcoal a little bit more. Look at this. Okay, so it's very minimal in my case. Like, you can even take a big spalter brush. Why not? Oh. Well, this is the problem. Like, it falls down. Like, it's all collecting here at the bottom of my easel. I'm gonna need to vacuum later. But that's pretty cool when you want to do some you know, charcoal sketch. Very messy though, because it's like, I should do that flat. I could actually, I just need to, well, let's be smart about that. I'm gonna do that flat because I'm so used to paint like that. All the time I turned it into some sort of principle, but I don't have to. Let's do that flat. For this technique, it makes much more sense. Well, look at this. Welcome to whatever stream. The stream where we do whatever without a care in the world. I still kind of see my previous lines, but I'm not gonna lie, I lost a lot of them. And yeah, now I'm gonna paint actually. So yeah, now I'm gonna get rid of the excess. Let the excess fall down, and look at this, look at what we have here. Very messy, but great if, like me, you like chiaroscuro. And now you can just paint. Well, so I still have my lines approximately here. Reminds you of a fire. Well, it's pretty much burnt wood, so... Oh, sorry, the commands aren't working, Christopher. I'm gonna just wait a couple seconds and it will be operational. Sorry, all the commands are not working right now, but they're going to be operational. Now, they should be operational now, so you can try again. Sorry, initially the commands were not active. And that's the beauty of charcoal, is like all of a sudden it becomes a completely different experience. Working with chiaroscuro all of a sudden is like the easiest thing in the world. Exactly, working subtractively, it makes your life so much easier, because if you have to just darken this entire part, it's super slow. But right here is almost done. It is messy, yeah. But if you sharpen your charcoal like me, I sharpen my charcoal sticks every time, like very often. So if you're like me, you get a lot of dust at the end. Yeah, definitely. If you take, or let's say you have, you take some of this. If you want to make your own acrylic paint, let's say, for backgrounds, or just take your charcoal dust, put some acrylic medium in there, and you've got some black acrylic, charcoal black, or carbon black in this case. I think that's how they call it.
your silhouette. What if you're everything I need? A fire in my heart, the air I breathe. What if I'm incomplete without you by my side?
Hey, no problem, CC.
What if
Links.
I go against my heart instead of confessing from the
I'm glad that I can motivate others. It's hard enough to motivate myself, so if I can at least do that.
Should I be scared? The feeling's so different now. You got me floating here, a feather in the air.
Yeah, gum Arabic, any type of gum Arabic is going to give you kind of the equivalent of gouache. It's just the dosage is a little bit more tricky, but yeah, it will give you black gouache basically.
Maybe this is right, but I'm still staring at your silhouette. What if you're everything I need? A fire in my heart, the air I breathe. What if I'm incomplete without you by my side? What if I go against my heart?
Oh yeah, subtractive drawing is really something very powerful. It's OP. And wait until if you add touches of white, because I think actually the light is going to come from this direction. So yeah, I can start. Try to avoid putting the white on top of the black. Try to always remove the black first.
A fire in my heart, the air I breathe. What if I'm incomplete without you by my side? What if I go against my
You've got to love having your fingers dirty working with charcoal.
miss out on the life meant for us? I need you by my side. I need you by my side. Need you by my side. I need you by my side.
Hey Rob, this is not practice, this is actually a subject that I want to paint in my final artwork. So I'm taking it seriously, even though it's mostly like this is the sketch. But let's say if I have this horse this size that appears on my final painting, I would consider myself satisfied. I kind of like this size. It would make, because what I'm mostly focused on though is also the human figure. The kind of the presence of the horse is a pretext to put the human figure. So I need to have this proportion, this ratio between the size of the head of the horse and the head of the humans. And what I'm focused on is how big are the humans, or how easily noticeable they will be in the final, final painting. I kind of lost one of my key points, but one of them was here, so I can make something happen here. Do you just need to practice? Yes. Well, yeah, definitely you need to practice. I'm not gonna say just need to practice, because it's kind of unfair to pretend that, well, just practice can just... It depends on how you practice. That's also one thing. And one of the main thing I have to say is also, it depends on what your intentions are, what your motivations are. because your motivation drives your practice. Let's say you want to draw horses, just for an example. If you're really into horses, you're gonna learn a lot about, you know, horse anatomy, how to draw them, how to give them nice proportions. If it's really something secondary, like for me, like drawing horse is really something secondary, like I need it for this particular project, but I've never really had the need for studying horses, so I never really practiced drawing horses in general. But yeah, so, but let's say you can become much better at just drawing horses, for example. If you're really into that, for example, if you want to become like a specialty artist, specialize in this type of subjects. The eyes. See, for example, the placement of the eye is something that I'm not super familiar with. I'm gonna need to double check, because right now I'm mostly going for the Lancier model. Looking at the painting as a model, but it's not optimal. In wood turning, we say practice makes permanent, correct practice makes improvement. Yeah, correct. The only problem is, how do you define what correct practice? I would say practice with intent is what you're looking for. You're really looking for a way to practice with, you know, an idea of what you want to do in the end. Just don't draw just because somebody told you you need to draw 2 hours a day and you haven't done your 2 hours, so you want to finish them before it's too late. That's not how it works. Draw with in mind what you want to end up with in your artistic careers or for your next project, let's say. This can be a little bit smaller actually. I'm double checking with pictures of horses. Sorry, I got distracted by this light bulb who suddenly made the weirdest noise. I'm pretty sure you couldn't hear it, but Yeah, maybe the ghost of Jeff. Gremlins. So do they exist? Oh yeah, pretty much, Rob. Yeah, it's the whole point of master copy. It's basically the most difficult is exactly what you said, is problem solving. In the case of the master copy, the artist has already done all the work for you. You just have to follow carefully, which is still very hard. So imagine how hard making the original is in the first place. Sorry, I'm fixing something on my computer in the same time. I think I already made a video explaining how useful charcoal is for learning how to paint, and you can see why actually. Feels so so fluid. Oh, thanks, Rob. Yeah, this is important. A thumbs up. Oh yeah, pretty much. There's no way to save it when it's done. Because there's no way to put fixative on this mess. It's ephemeral. Is that a word? But hopefully I'm gonna replace it with a painting that's even better. And yeah, it should be better. Don't get fooled by the easy trick of, you know, working on toned paper. Like, it's not paper, it's just, it's cardboard, but it's the same spirit as a toned paper. With black and white, it's such an easy trick. Always works. Like, look at this, the white. How easy it is. After that, you have no excuse to say that you can't draw, because it's that simple. Just put anything on brown paper, put some black on it, and then some white, and you have something that looks great. Let me see another horsey horse reference. Keep a picture of it though. I don't wanna take a screenshot because this thing is not gonna last. Well, I'm gonna keep it for the entire duration of my painting. Don't worry. And it you know me, it can be pretty slow, so it can be a long time. I'll take a picture before. It's exactly. I was going to say that it's performance. You were the one. You were there to witness. But other than that, yeah, it's not supposed to last. I really like this, and don't underestimate the power that this can have, because it can really help you push beyond, you know, the doubt that's affecting you.
Screenshot taken in the Discord.
It can very much help you relax, because you know it's intended to go in the trash. Well, it has a purpose, and once the purpose is served, I don't need it anymore. And the point. And right here, to be frank, I'm exceeding the purpose of the sketch that I wanted to do. I'm way over the line here, based on what I need this for. Like right now, I'm making this because it's fun. I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying my time with you, and I like making it. I like making it because of this technique is just so much fun. but you know. Yeah, what as I was saying, the fact that she sorry, I've got several questions at the same time. I'm gonna see which one. So can fixative help? Yes, but it wouldn't help my mindset, because I really love the mindset of not caring about the final result and being completely relaxed on, like, this is what I imagine. Thank you, Nolan. This is what I imagine the preparatory drawings of the Caravaggio look like. They were made on something, and I'm pretty sure he made some drawings, because it's impossible to be a painter without ever drawing. But we've never found any, and I imagine that most of the drawings by Caravaggio were made on, you know, disposable surfaces that were not kept. So I kind of like this idea, imagining this. And yeah, fixative would definitely help, but that's not the point. Like, this is so flimsy. This is just an IKEA cardboard. And as I said, it wouldn't help the, like, if I started shifting my mindset and deciding on using fixative in the end, all of a sudden it would put more pressure on me finishing it and making it good. Commands are super slow. How come? Let me check that. It's probably something stuck in the queue. Yeah, screenshot is because screenshot has a cooldown. Hey, no problem, Nolan. Never too late. And I see that you caught up with the beginning of the stream, so that's cool. Next, I had another question by Christopher. Have you already discussed how you prepared this canvas so it accepts charcoal this good? I have prepared it by doing absolutely nothing. That was step 1. And step 2 was to do nothing at all. This was way more tricky. So at first I did nothing, and then, you know, once nothing was done, then I could move on to doing nothing. And yeah, well, it's just, yeah, I was kind of, it was very exhausting, but yeah, basically it's just, I just want to say, trying to be funny, but I'm not, and I know it. But I just want to say that I didn't prepare this canvas, this paper, cardboard. It's just as it came from IKEA. So this is Swedish quality cardboard. Yeah, exactly, Damien. Artists of the past had so little to work with. That's kind of the spirit. Actually, this eye appeared like almost randomly, but I like how it kind of fixates the viewer. It kind of gives this impression that it's almost oriented at the viewer, doesn't it? Or is it just me?
Screenshot taken in the Discord.
Oh, they would love it. The materials, the modern day materials, they would love it, definitely. It would change their lives because in the past, hold on, I'm trying to figure out horse anatomy. They had to use the surfaces of their apprentices to grind and mix the paint themselves. So a paint tube would just save a lot of time, especially because the industrial made paint, you know, is made by machines. So overall, I believe that it's more reliable. Like, the best one obviously is the one that's man-made, but still man-made with the help of machines. But in the time, they probably had some bad surprises every once in a while. Like, you know, if the apprentice didn't do his job seriously, you could end up with like a bad batch of paint, have to start over. However, our paint, our modern materials, is a little bit hit or miss though. Like, we have a little bit of everything, like some actual very good paint, like the Michael Harding, you know, Old Holland, stuff like that, and a bit of the, you know, the meh quality. And probably the old masters would find these kind of lacking certain qualities compared to what their apprentices were capable of making, like hand grinding. Now that I see it, I want a mall stick. Yeah, imagine putting your hand on this, just making a little test. Hello, wow, that's a nice shape actually. You can find inspiration with the shapes of your hand. But no, other than that, yeah, mole stick is definitely a must. Oh, you think Vermeer would be busy generating AI? Any old kind of stiff brush works. Like really repurpose anything you have that you're not using for paint anymore. Like, I even had this very old damaged actually a sable that was damaged beyond repair, and it's actually a very nice soft touch for charcoal, believe it or not. Natural, synthetic, whatever. Really doesn't, like, it's not like the quality of the brush, it's more like the touch. You want stiffness most of the time, and sometimes you want something just a little bit more soft, just to blend. But with charcoal, with charcoal, the only difference is that a brush always removes the paint. It takes off. It lifts the paint, not the paint, the powder, the charcoal powder. The brush always takes off, so it always lightens. It's not like with a brush with paint, you have a medium, so basically the medium helps the pigments stay on the surface. With charcoal, you don't have medium, it's pure powder. Even less medium than in pastel. So what you get is the brush is always picking up the pigments and it's always lightening. You can blend with the little brush here, but it's almost always light. It always has a lightening effect. And right now, as you can see, I'm using a compressed charcoal. It's a compressed chalk. Oh my god. It's very volatile. Let's just say that. Wait. Yeah, graphite can do pretty much the same, but it's a little bit more, I don't know how to say, I want to say tacky, but I don't know if it's the right word. I don't know. It's a little bit more clay like, I don't know. Strange. It's less light. Let's just say that. Yeah, greasy. Even though it feels greasy, but I don't think it's the word, because it doesn't, it's not technically greasy, but it feels greasy almost. I don't know, it's just I think it's just the quality of the medium. There's no grease, but there's a binder though in graphite. So obviously not in graphite powder. Yeah, exactly, Christopher. This is where I need to check my horse anatomy for artist. Gosh, we had Mathieu last time, and he's super good at horse anatomy. He can probably wish he was there to just check out my work and give me advice for my IKEA project. Well, yeah, here it is. It is possible. Everything is possible as long as you... It's so cliche, but as long as you believe, everything is possible. A very refined Swedish crafted medium. Very, very refined. So yeah. So the horse has his back turned. So I guess the saddle. What does a saddle look like exactly? I wonder how I can prep my canvas to have that sienna color and allow good performance for charcoal. If it's just about drawing, get watercolor paper. Prime with your raw sienna color. Or prime, or just do a wash of raw sienna on the watercolor paper. And then just draw with your charcoal on top. It's going to be just amazing. I would say like a saddle. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, well, I didn't think about that. Thank you. So helpful. Okay, so Western or English? Because there are different types of saddles. Oh. Yeah, what's the one with the little bump? I want to create the ones with the little, you know, bump. I don't know who horse rides here, and can tell me some genuine professional advice on, like, I want to do this one, you know, with the little thing here. So that's Western, with this bit, the kind of a mushroom. Please, before you give me some chat info, let me know if it's genuine or not. Let me know if you actually ride, or if you just take this information out of your head just like me. I want some actual people who've ridden horses more than I did, because I've ridden a horse just once on vacation, and it kind of felt, you know, awkward. Like, they make you do the little tour. Yeah. Fact checker has left chat, and I'm stuck with you guys then, spreading fake news on horses and saddles. Yeah, that would be nice. You know, I can always Google image a saddle though. But definitely, like, if you can get this type of angle, but like, be careful standing behind the horse, because I know that it's not supposed to be safe with certain horses. They don't like having their behinds checked out. And I understand them totally. Oh, you're a riding instructor! Awesome, yes! The Arabic saddle, so they're another type of saddle. It's more like a handle than a circle, so I think the circle is American because the one I rode here in the Utah had it. Yeah, they'll kick your head off. I'm also... I mean, these animals are just huge. Horse anatomy question here, because I'm putting this out of my head. I'm gonna look at the at my reference. Does it seem like the neck is long enough or too short from where the saddle would start? Where would you put the saddle compared to the length of the neck, considering the twist? Does it seem like, to anybody used to horse anatomy, does it seem good, or should I bring the saddle closer? Make it start here or make it start here? I don't think it should be further away, but I think here. Here, that's my kind of my intuition, but oh, you'd say closer to me? Because basically it's like you're standing here on their omoplanta, how do you call that? Shoulder. This would be the horse's shoulder. Mathieu, where is Mathieu when I need him? Ah, he's offline. Man. Seems a bit too high. Okay. The roping horn should be a bit more to the right. Okay, considering though, just to mention, the kind of spine of the horse would go something like that and like that. So you think it's more to the right, like because the horse is sort of sitting down on the ground, and here he has like a twist. Neck needs to be longer, saddle rests against the withers that are raised more. Looks good because of foreshortening. Yeah, because basically think of the horse, think of the foreshortening. The horse is looking like that. This would be the back, and this would be the neck. Here. So it's kind of it's seen through the perspective. So I'm hesitating. I'll double check, don't worry. I think I want to keep it like that for this. So yeah, and especially because of all the drama happening, if you go back to this one, let me show. Let me show this one. Sorry, I'm trying to check my get the painting again that I'm kind of using as an inspiration, not a reference. I can't say that I'm using this as a reference. That would be this one. So if you check this one, you can see like actually I have the same kind of perspective and foreshortening. That's what I'm going for. Think about perspective. Okay, yeah, I get the inspiration. I didn't copy though, like I was pretty close in the inspiration of the day. Get out. I was pretty close. It's not really my reference though, because I went for a different type of horse, just out of my head, but... Alright, so I need to step back and check the bottom, and then I'm gonna do just the basic placement for the... Yeah, I think with the foreshortening here, that's too much of a big butt. Sorry to say, horsey, but... Or maybe not. Oh yeah. Yeah, they do. But So the tail. Oh no, don't launch me on this one. Horses have big butts and I cannot lie. I don't know the rest. I wouldn't be able to wrap this. But I totally get your I totally get the reference. And yeah, it's very funny, so very funny. When I come into the stable and I check out all the Okay, so on this one, in my reference, no, not this one actually. Here, check it out. I'm interested in this horse. I'm sorry to say, but I'm just gonna say the word. I'm interested in this horse butt. They say make content, do live streams, and all of a sudden you're talking about horse butts. What has my life become? Really? You're here to testify of what my life has become. So, horse butts, right? So this one doesn't have the same position that I want, because what I want is the horse below the surface of the water here. So here this horse is resting on the ground, but I want to have a disappearing part of the horse. Let me show you. Here. So basically all this, oh, actually you're not seeing it, so. Yeah, exactly, go live. What can go wrong? Yeah, so basically I want this part is all below the surface. So this is going to be here. Like, it's crossing the water. Let's just say that for the moment. So basically all this part is submerged, all this bottom part. So it doesn't really matter here. You need to make the saddle will have a submerged part here. So I think the tail will start here, because the tail should be aligned with this. Can you imagine a YouTube tutorial? Hello everyone and welcome to this tutorial on my channel. Today I'm gonna teach you how to draw an amazing horse butt. It's going to be fun, let's do it. Okay, so if you want to draw your horse butt, it's very easy. You need some IKEA cardboard and you need a horse butt and a saddle. Don't try to ride your horse without a saddle. You're gonna have a bad time. Okay, step 2. Now that you're done with your horse, just draw the butt. And that's it. I hope you liked it. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Oh yeah, pretty much. That's the billion views YouTube channel idea right here. Drawing horses' butts with Florent Farge. That's happening. Oh yeah, we create way too much memes. Oh. Okay, so with heavy French accents, you say? Say no more. Alright, my friends, today we are going to do a very nice drawing of a horse butt, le cheval, les amis. Alors, if you want to draw, that's very easy. That would get... Yeah, you know, never launch me on being French. Because I'm always super happy to use this cliché music, which actually is very cliché, but I actually like it. I would listen to it because it became such a meme music, but you know. How is it possible that you forgot to like? Yeah, it happens, don't worry. So here, actually I think for my horse's butt, I'm gonna have to, for my final painting, I'm gonna have to study some horse butt anatomy. Because you must have some type of pelvic bone here. Well, my case is pretty much desperate at this point, so... I like the fact that it looks like it's falling over. It's exactly what I'm going for. So this angle, this inclination here, it's on purpose. So basically he's pulled, but he's kind of unbalanced. So if you're telling me that from just looking at these very evocations of, you know, anatomy, you kind of guessed that it's falling over. Perfect. I really like this. It's cool. So, and the butt is called the rump. The bones are pointing right out. So here, you see the pelvic bone? Man, I know so little about horses' rumps. Sorry. My pelvis, I would like to have a pelvic bone that's oriented like that, if it makes sense. So I'm thinking that there's a sort of a point here, like a top part here and a part here. So that means the pelvis is kind of shaped like that. Tilting. Did you grid? Well, did I IKEA? I only gridded this part here. Oh my god. My hands. Well, what if it's sucked by the water? And I'm not going for realism here. I'm going for fantastical, extra realism. So, in my case, the fall is part of the plan, and I can't reveal it to you right now because it's not yet determined, but it's not water. But I can't give you any more. Otherwise it will just ruin the concept for me. I'm gonna preserve the hype of the idea. Basically I can think about it as if it were just water, so like this surface level, and there's nothing visible below, but yeah. I want to try to put this front leg here. Maybe it's too big. Curious about how messy the ground is. Look at this. All this. And yeah, this is a pain to vacuum. Very annoying. Ah boy. I have absolutely no regrets because it's fun. It's a fun technique. I'm way happier that I worked with this technique compared to what I wanted to do before, which is just go for a traditional technique. So I think I'm happy. Yeah, it is my studio. Yeah, don't worry. Not a big deal. That's what it's made for, right? Following the rush of the inspiration. Yeah, I wish you could do magic like that. They do make this sort of performance art where, yeah, indeed it looks like it's just an abstract mess, and then when the turn is upside down, indeed it's something different. And now for my final trickery, the beauty and power. The beauty and the power of the white. Because not only the white gives you the ability to highlight, but you can also kind of suggest hair. Thank you, Sarah. Like, if you go back and actually watch, you'll see how simple every step that I took was. Like, it's very organic. Like, I splattered some dust on this and then just gave it a little bit more order than before, but nothing My god, when I reach out to my computer, I'm gonna make it so dirty. And like everything, you know, there's a fall off of the dust. Like it's flying around and falls down like little by little. So you collect the dust. You collect the dust long after you're done. Man. Yeah, pretty much gotta bleed for the art. Oh yeah! yeah, new challenge. We have to actually finish the Steven challenge. So yeah, I'm gonna go wash my hands. We'll do the challenge and the next one. Hold on.
I'm back.
Screenshot taken in the Discord.
Obviously, you take the screenshot when I have my face. Like, is this
Studio cam for 10 seconds.
on purpose? Thank you for putting the studio cam. This allows me to.
Back to
This
normal.
allows me to do my camera settings. Okay. Right. Let's do this Steven thingy. Well, it's always like that. Ah, man, this Steven community challenge was pretty cool. So we had a lot of different submissions, sorry.
Screenshot taken in the Discord.
Ah, this one should be perfect. You have a little bit of my back here, but it should be perfect. And when the pictures are taken, you don't have the, the UI. So technically, it should be alright. A lot of people are painting at the same time, yeah, definitely. A lot of people take the time to make art, but you don't have to. Ah, la fonction arrière. Le cheval, en gros, il s'arrête à peu près là, hein, donc il n'y a rien en dessous là. Ça tombe bien. Ok. Steven. So, new challenge portrait of Steven. So this was the goal, it was to make a portrait of Steven. So we have this one. This one was already made of an actual Steven used with the permission of the model. So pretty cool. Next, we had this one. So this was the first submission by Christopher. This was just a little sketch. Then it turned into this. And then, hold on, I'm gonna go back to these. It turned into this, the final version 1. Christopher, final version 1, Steven, because there's another one. We also have this one. Really like this one. I really like the attire. Very posh. Very elegant. I think Steven deserves to be very elegant to read out all the commands. Steven D'Artagnan. What happened with the regular portrait challenge? It was a Steven challenge, so I made it with a twist, but all submissions of portraits were accepted because we had some non-Steven portraits here. For example, this one, and this one. Actually, this one is a Steven. Alright, so we have lots of choices. We have Steven. What is TNG? The next generation. So Steven basically Star. What is that? Stargate? No. I don't know. I have such a weird, like, I don't know, what is this supposed to be? Star Trek, yeah. How can I forget this? All right. Next we have some female portraits because initially, yes, okay, I'm gonna admit it. Very good portrait. Oh, and I'm gonna admit it, yes, initially the challenge was to make portraits, like portrait, period. But I turned it into making portraits of Steven, and not anybody was aware of that, and no problem, all suggestions were welcome. We have this one, which is also a really cool vision of Steven. Steven, a modern Renaissance man in charcoal. An eccentric tribute to Da Vinci's self-portrait. Really like this one. So these are the portraits, yeah, by Balsam. No problem, like, these are cool. I really love them. And they got lots of likes. So no hate, no problem. Like, technically, you were right, because initially the challenge was indeed portrait in general. So, but yeah, thanks for the submissions. I'm not gonna count them as the Stevens, but alright, so now we have Christopher did 2 versions and this one. So what do you think about this one? Is this kind of modeled out of a weird comic book version of me? Or am I weird for seeing that? Like the red-haired beard. And this one been by Anya. Steven is tired and no longer wants to voice over our comments. Kind of the... Well, this would be Werewolf Steven. This would be Doppelganger Steven. This would be Da Vinci Steven. D'Artagnan Steven. This would be Vampire or Star Trek Steven. BBC announcer Steven. And that's all. So what's your favorite one? Like, let's have a poll. Let's have a little poll while we do that. All right, let me launch. Because we have to decide on, like, normally we don't vote for a like the best, and I'm not gonna ask you to vote for the best. I want you to vote for the avatar picture that I'm gonna use to create a Steven account to program the bot. So which one do you think would be better for the Steven version? I'm gonna start a poll. So best for the image profile. So Da Vinci Steven, Star Trek Steven, Steven Doppelganger, or Steven BBC. I can only have 4. All right, vote. If you vote for something different that's not in the list, I'll just say it in the comments if your vote is not in there. And everyone, or oh no, I forgot Werewolf Steven. But if you want to vote for Werewolf Steven, or if you want to vote for Mustache Steven, just type it below and I'll see how many responses we have. But I think like seeing, like visualizing the kind of I would go for this one though, like, because I think in a thumbnail picture it would work kind of well. Imagine this with the voice.
I don't have anything to say right now. I guess I just need a break. This chat is super cool, best art community on YouTube. I'm having a great time.
Okay, let's review them with all the voices. Now, this one, check this one.
I wouldn't fear artificial intelligence more than I fear natural stupidity. That's just my take.
Okay. That's Steven Mustache. Steven Star Trek.
Whenever you people in chat send me a command, I know exactly what to do. But in a much more real sense, I had no idea what to do.
Okay. Steven BBC.
One of my colleagues was wearing sandals at work during Casual Friday last week. Frankly, I still don't know how I feel about that.
I don't know. I like Steven BBC. I like this one. I like this one because he's so, you know, elegant. Huh. Next, let's check with this one.
I think the ice cream cake that the party planning committee gave us the other days for Kevin's birthday gave me a stomachache. I still feel funny.
Yeah, you can still change your choice if you change your mind.
I don't have anything to say right now.
This is
I
Werewolf.
guess I just need a break.
Okay, I guess. Okay, I guess Da Vinci wins every day of the week then. Alright, so this is Steven.
One of my colleagues was wearing sandals at work during Casual Friday last week. Frankly, I still don't know how I feel about that.
Alright, so we have Steven Da Vinci.
I wouldn't fear artificial intelligence more than I fear natural stupidity.
Steven, we have to
That's
teach
just
you
my take.
some more words because you're repeating yourself.
My name is Steven and I am a text-to-speech voice.
Perfect. Alright, so we have our Steven, congratulations. Alright, next challenge. Ideas. Ideas, ideas, ideas. Ah, next challenge. What could it be? So we did fire, we did the fly, we did the Steven, and we did the drapery. So, any ideas for the next one? I'm gonna pick 3 ideas. Well, let's do that. I'm gonna pick the 3 first ideas that you can give me. A garden scene. Okay, so that's start a poll. I'm just saying, like, every valid challenge. Okay, all right, good. Stop suggesting horse butt. No, not horse butt, but we can do horses. So I can add like the 4 here. As you see, fun fair. Fun fair? What's a fun fair? You know, a carnival? Is that what you're saying? Or a fun, or do you mean the challenge must be fun and fair? Well, let's say a garden scene. Snow. And can be landscape with snow. Horse. So a carnival, yeah, or a carnival. Fun fair. Okay, boom. Keep your ideas, if unfortunately I couldn't pick them, keep your ideas for next time. It will be appreciated. Votes. Go to your votes, ladies and gentlemen. Man, I need to clean up now. Oh, I just remembered. Just discouraging. I'm working on an idea to hang the picture correctly. It has to hang off balance. Sounds cool. Alright, the votes. It was pretty tight before, but apparently the snow landscape is taking the lead. Actually, I want to check something. I want to check if I can let yourself hear yourself. Tell me if you can hear yourself through Steven.
I didn't get the survey
Steven,
screen.
read out what the good people in chat are saying, just to see if it works. You didn't get the survey? Well, it's there.
I
Look
a
at this.
snowman.
Okay, can you hear
I am
Steven?
amazed that Snow Landscapes takes the leader.
Steven Da Vinci is
Yeah.
voicing everything
It's not
you
even
say.
snowing
Isn't
here.
that
Sad
crazy?
face.
Look at this brave man.
Evil grin.
Well, you can still do a
Yes.
garden snowy landscape.
Yes.
It's not even snowing here. Well, you can just Google image or just imagine. Just take your well,
I
that
did
could be
finally.
a fun thing.
Weird
It's like
lag.
you do a normal landscape, you know, with leaves and stuff, and then you cover with snow,
While you hear
like
and talk and paint at the same
in
time.
imagination.
Can I do a wall of snow? And submit a blank Canva? XDDD. I poured spot remover on my dog. Now he's gone.
Shut up, Steven. Talked for too long. So I think snow is going to win. but we only had 12 votes, so maybe I should wait for a bit longer. Can I do a wall of snow and submit a blank canvas? Yeah, that's very smart. It's not like everybody's been doing this before, like, because the white monochromes have been done again and again. Alright, so I'm sorry you don't like snow, Cody, because it's going to be snow. 50% of the votes, so definitely ahead. And yeah, but it can be a garden in the snow, or just a garden and just put some a little patch of snow can still work. Perfect, and it's perfect for me because I already have the picture with snow, so that's pretty cool. I'm very happy that you chose this because I already have the picture done. Could it be a still life with snow? Absolutely. Let me realize my dream of making it into the contemporary scene. Well, you can still too, because they are still making them white monochromes. Still do it. But you can't call it snow, you have to call it... You have to come up with something more, you know, deep and fakely profound to sort of justify that you just have created this white monochrome. But hey, that's what we're gonna do for the end. So again, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for all the nice words about my baby coming up. Again, so excited, and it's going to be fun to be a dad again. It's going to be fun. So thank you for all the nice wishes. It was really heartwarming, and yeah. Hope you liked this improvised horse drawing, and I'll see you for the next one, everyone. And yeah, take care. Thank you. See you for the next one. Bye bye.